Welcome to my channel where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election held in Nigeria on February 25, 2023, and the result controversially announced on March 1st, 2023. And that controversial result was challenged at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, which delivered its judgment on September 6th, and they agreed, not satisfied with that judgment, have headed to the Supreme Court. While we are still on it, one of the grounds that they aggrieved want the election of Tinubu to be upturned and himself disqualified from the election was the issue of falsification of documents, especially alleged forgery of certificate. That is the reason why former Vice President Atiku Abubakar is in the courts in the United States, where he is looking for further evidence to convince the Supreme Court that Tinubu should be disqualified for submitting fake certificates to the Independent National Electoral Commission, which made it possible for him to contest the election, because he submitted that he possessed that qualification. But Atiku is claiming that certificate is fake. Now, in this video right now, we're going to look at how the issue of Tinubu certificate confused American judge. The man became confused. Nigeria is a nation where the impossible used to happen. People look at Nigeria and they wonder, how can Nigerians pull off this? It is unthinkable that a person can pull off this kind of thing, yet a Nigerian will pull it off. Remember, it was a Nigerian, Emmanuel Wude, who pulled up one of the biggest scams in the world when he sold a non-existing airport in Abuja, to a Brazilian bank for $242 million. $242 million. A non-existing bank, a non-existing airport in Abuja. He sold it to a Brazilian bank, and the bank bought and paid. So and when you tell people this kind of story, they get confused. How do you buy a non-existing airport? A bank paying for a non-existing airport. Now, that is how confused the American Judge Jeffrey Gilbert was when he learned that the person that was admitted by Chicago State University in 1977 was not a man, but a woman. The man got confused. It's a story we're going to talk about. The kind of things Nigerians can pull off. It gets people confused all over the world. That's why the people look at Nigerians and say, wow, Nigerians can pull off any scam. Now, let us look at what gets Judge Gilbert confused. Judge Gilbert was presiding over a subpoena application for Bola Tinubu's records. Okay? And he later suspended the process. You know why he suspended the process? After learning that the college transcripts, which Tinubu used to gain admission into Chicago State University in 1977, indicated that he belongs to a female. Now, this issue of his Tinubu certificate belonging to a female. Tinubu has dismissed it that it was the mistake of the university. But I don't think so, in my own understanding. Because the University of Chicago was recording that Bola Ahmed Tinubu as female because the admission letter, obviously, was bearing female. And the certificate that was used in getting that admission was bearing female. Okay? Now, this judge, let's go back to this judge. The judge had earlier scheduled September 12th to rule on the matter, but said he needed additional time because he was confused to digest his decision after learning that there was a transcript bearing Bola A. Tinubu, released by Chicago State University in a separate court subpoena that carried the owner's gender as female. Now, when this issue came up, the lawyers of Tinubu, Christopher Carmichael, tried to dismiss it as a frivolity. He's saying that it's a fishing expedition, that Atiku is just looking for something to hold on to. And they said that it's based entirely on a conspiracy theory being peddled in Nigeria by Tinubu's political detractors. He likened it to Donald Trump coming up in 2010 to claim that Barack Obama was not born in the United States. But the lawyers of Atiku could not take that. They responded fast and immediately. And they informed the court that the possibility of a female attending that university was that revelation about a female bearing Bola Ahmed Tinubu was made by the university. It was revealed by the university. It wasn't a conspiracy theory. It was revealed by the university in a transcript record that was produced by the university itself. That was what was contained inside it. And you can see people on social media circulating it, where they say that Tinubu was a brilliant student. He was having A's. But they failed to tell those who cares to listen that the Tinubu they had there in the transcript is female. And why was it female? Because the admission letter, the qualification certificate, like now for you to go to university in Nigeria, you need your WAEC, okay? SSCE, NECO, or whatever. So that entrance certificate to the University of Tinubu was bearing female. So therefore, everything that has to do with his record is all female. So who is that female? Because you can't blame the university, because the university thought that the person they were giving admission was a female. So in their record, it keep going on female. In the transcript, female. I don't know how the Supreme Court will interpret all this development. But as you know, Nigeria is a country where somebody can sell an airport, a non-existing airport, to a Brazilian bank for $242 million. Nigeria is a country where the bank account of somebody is held accountable for money laundering inside the account. It is the fault of the bank account that money was laundered through it. and not the owner of the account. It's only in Nigeria you can pull off that. It is only in Nigeria you can pull off that somebody had double nomination. Then you say, okay, it is not his fault. It's an innocent mistake. Now you no longer have a situation where they say that ignorance is not excuse in law. So anything can happen. But it's just for us to understand that Nigeria is a country of impossibilities in the wrong way anyway. So that's what is going on. Now, according to the Atiku's lawyers in response to this matter, he noted that the school, that Chicago State University, had in 2022 submitted Tinubu's record in each possession while complying with a state court subpoena. Complying with a state court subpoena. The record was handed over to a Nigerian civil rights lawyer, Mike Enahoro Eba, and he showed that Bola A. Tinubu was admitted in Chicago State University in 1977 based on a transcript from Southwest College, Chicago, that was marked as belonging to a female. This is not conspiracy theory. This is factual. Even Tinubu himself is not denying it anymore. What he's saying was that it is not his fault. Now, I can say that it can't be the fault of the university because the university saw an admission criteria, a certificate that shows that the person seeking for admission was female. The Southwest College, Chicago, the certificate was a female, was owned by a female student. So invariably, the university was deceived into thinking that it admitted a female student. Perhaps there was no verification of students one by one to find out the agenda. Of course, no university will have time to do all those. That was why it was like that. And the person who entered with the female university was aware that it was a female certificate he presented. There's no doubt about it that he could not have been unawares because right from when he was in that university, they keep on sending him his results every year. And I'm sure in the result that he was receiving at the end of every academic session, will indicate that is female. That is a fact. And if it was like that, why didn't he make any effort to get it corrected? That's a different matter altogether. Now, this also led credence to Atiku's insistence that the result or the certificate submitted to INEC by Tinubu was forged. That's Atiku's position. That's what he's alleged. That is what he wants the Supreme Court to also sustain. That's why he's in America, to get more facts. So you can see this matter was so confusing to the American judge, especially when he asked Chicago State University lawyer to explain more to him how this was possible, that the Bola Ahmed Tinubu they are talking about, who he thought was an Nigerian president, was actually a female. Judge Gilbert became confused after Chicago State University lawyer Michael Hayes confirmed that the school indeed turned in records to Enahoreba in 2022, but insisted, he was also doubling down, insisted that Tinubu was the one, the Nigerian president was the one who attended and graduated from the school. Meanwhile, he was admitting that the transcript with Enahoreba was from the university, and the university indicated that Tinubu is female. And he's still doubling down that the one that graduated was Nigeria's president, who is male. And now you can see how confused even the lawyers themselves are. I mean, the lawyer of Chicago State University. Hayes, however, said he could not explain the contradictions, and the school administrators will not be able to state under oath that the certificate Tinubu has been parading was genuine or otherwise. So they said they can't swear an oath. Why are they dodging from swearing an oath for a certificate that Tinubu said he collected from them? They say they cannot vouch for it. Now, if they cannot vouch for it, it means it's fake. Common sense should tell the Supreme Court that it's fake. Common sense should tell anybody that is so. If a university that gives a certificate say it can't be sure what we gave you is our certificate, then what it is? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does common sense tell you? If a university issuing a certificate, you are an employer of labor. Supposing you own a bank, supposing you own an insurance company, supposing you own a power company, a man brought a certificate that he is an engineer, a power engineer, electrical engineer. And you say, okay, let me see your certificate. And you collected the certificate. Now you went to the university to verify this university, to confirm the guy's employment as your staff. And the university tells you, well, I cannot tell you, I haven't looked at this certificate. This is not our logo. This man that signed this thing is not supposed to be the one that signed it. But we can't say that it's not our own, no. But we can't say it's our own. If you're an employer of labor, what does that tell you? Is it not that it's an express admission that the university considered that certificate fake? Do you need a Solomon to be able to let you know that it was fake? You have to send that staff packing until he go to his university and sort out his problems. Now let us continue from what happened, because when the judge was looking at all this, now look at what the lawyer of Chicago State University said. He said, is the diploma authentic or is it a forgery? My client can't answer yes to either of those questions. Hayes said of Tinubu's certificate that he submitted to become Nigeria's president. Consequently, a confused Judge Gilbert, said he will need additional time to process the confusion, especially given the Chicago State University's lawyer's confirmation of the record released last year by the university. The judge was so confused. He said, I will have to take this matter under advisement. He has never seen anything like this in his life. That is the situation. we have found ourselves in Nigeria right now. A whole lot of things happening has never happened before. We have never had a situation since Lord Lugard where the certificate of a president have become such a huge issue, such a huge issue that even the Americans are confused. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.